is your girl Shan Strong here this morning and wishing all of you guys a happy new year and welcome to 2017. I really hope so that it's a great year for both me and for you guys. Now, a couple of days back, I had posted a Q&A invitation for you guys to drop your questions on anything and everything, and I will answer them for you. So boy, I got a lot of questions and I'm really excited to answer them today. Now, for those of you who have not subscribed to my Facebook page and my Instagram page, don't forget to do so. The links are in the description box below. And now let's jump into the questions right away. So first off, I'm going to start off with the Instagram questions that I have here. And the first one is from a fellow YouTuber and a very good friend. Her name is Reshma Buddy. If you guys are not subscribed to her page and her channel, do so, because she has really interesting posts and interesting stuff out there and a very motivating story behind it. So do subscribe to her. So she asked me, how did you get into fitness? What is your story and what keeps you motivated, and why YouTube? So that is a lot of questions and a lot of information about me. So let me start from the very beginning. As a kid, I was never really into fitness. I wasn't into any sport activities. I was body-wise, I was happy with the way I looked, and so I never even looked into getting into any of these things. Now, 4 years back when I got married and my husband was into weight training, he hit the gym and I hit the gym with him, and I did a little bit of weight training, and you can say that was the moment where I actually fell in love with it. I held a barbell, I did a front squat, and I was in love with what I was doing. So thereafter, there was no looking back. That is where my journey started to, learn about my body, learn about my diet, myself, how my body operates, transform my body, and just learn more about fitness and science. So that is where it all started, and it was, it never changed after that. So it's still the same even today. I love it when I go to the gym and I train weights. It's just me and myself, and nothing comes in between. So that is how it actually all started. And with regards to what keeps me motivated, I don't really work with motivation because motivation doesn't come every day. So I've kind of programmed myself into discipline, training with discipline. So it's kind of a part of my routine, like brushing your teeth. So going to the gym is just part of my routine. I just do it whether I feel like or whether I don't feel like. All right. And why YouTube? Well, it's not just YouTube. YouTube is just one part of a medium, okay? Like the other mediums I have Facebook, I have my Instagram. Now, through all of this, I just want to share my passion and my love for weight training, and also share, clear some myths which are there with regards to women and weight training, and how weight training is only a men's area kind of thing. So I wanted to clear all of these myths and also share my information, my message, and my love for weight training, and how it really can benefit a woman in the way she looks, in the way she thinks, and the way she operates with the people around her. So that is, YouTube is just one medium out of that, but you can use any form of, even verbally, when you're talking to someone, you want to share your knowledge, you can do that. So that is what I found that I can do, and that is why YouTube. Next one is from Vipul M Official. He asked me, what was your fitness starting point and what struggle you had to go through in the beginning? So what motivation would beginners need for their New Year's resolution? So basically, if you are one of the new people who are just hitting the gym and who have made resolutions to transform your body, I just want to say congratulations to all of you guys and all of you beginners out there. You all have made a really awesome decision and the best decision, and you will not regret it. It will be hard in the beginning, but you just need to keep going. Okay, so with regards to what was my fitness starting point, Vipul, as you heard in the previous question, my starting point was 4 years back when I hit the gym with my husband, when I did a little bit of weight training and I just fell in love with it. It was love at first sight. I just never looked back after that. Everything I did is not for someone else or to prove anybody. It was pure love, pure interest, pure hobby, and it was for myself alone. Okay, and with regards to what struggle I had to go through in the beginning, it is true. There was a lot of struggle in the beginning, and it will be for any beginner out there. Okay, now with regards to what struggle I faced, well, I was looking to pack on some muscle, right? And with regards to my diet, I wasn't eating as much as I had to what I needed to pack on muscle. And that I realized only when I made the decision to pack on muscle. In the previous years, I thought I was eating a lot, okay, and I was eating a lot of junk, but I just wasn't eating the right amount of macros and the right amount of quantities and calories. And compared to how much I needed, it was very less. So you can say diet wise, I faced a lot of struggle, and it took me a while to kind of put in that much food into my body. It was very hard at first, but I kind of just forced myself, stuck at it, and then eventually your body, like, embraces it all. I feel more hungry, and with regards to weight training, you feel more hungry, you want to eat more. So it took me a while, but I got there. And with regards to training, of course, as beginners, you're going to face a lot of muscle soreness, and you're going to think you're dying, but that's just a small phase out there. Just keep going. Take how many day offs you want to take, but don't ever stop going to the gym. So that's the advice that I would give you guys. Moving on, the next question I've got from Nadeem Swagat. He asked how to make food tasty for weight loss, because I'm really concerned about the sodium intake, so the food I'm currently eating tastes so bland. Now, with regards to me, you guys, when I'm not dieting, when I'm not in competition prep, I really don't bother or concern myself about sodium. I eat whatever I want, because as many of you all out there, I too love all of the food that I like, and I eat everything as long as I'm in balance, as long as I'm hitting my macros needed for my goals. I am good to go. I don't concern myself. With regards to dieting, when I was dieting as well, I never really cut out sodium from my diet. I had the regular spices. Even my coach never recommended that I cut out sodium. In fact, on the day of the show, I was loaded with sodium so that the muscles looked fuller and there was water retention in the muscle. So it never supposed to be a threat for me. I use the regular spices like paprika, chili powder, turmeric, whatever is needed to spice up your food and make it interesting. See, no one knows your body the way you do. So see what things don't affect you and what things do affect you, and eventually you can make that decision on what you should eat and what you should not be eating while dieting. Okay, so as long as you're drinking enough water and you're working out, you're sweating it out in the gym, I don't think that sodium should pose as such a threat. But if you are a kind of body that is affected a lot by sodium, then do what you have to do, because it's just for a short amount of time while you diet, and you just got to suck it up and do it. But with regards to me, I've just never cut out sodium from my diet. I've always had it in balance, of course, and it works for me. So that's my answer. And the next question we have from Anonymous 888, nice name. The basic things about getting into low body fat percentage naturally. Being a vegetarian, it's very difficult to have a carb cycle. On no carb days, calorie intake drops down by 1000 calories, and low carb days again by 600-800 calories of my maintenance calories. So there's not really a question here, but I'm assuming that what you're asking is how to get into a lower body fat percentage naturally. Now, being a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian, it's the same concept. You need to be in a calorie deficit, which could be created by either eating less food and including more work into your workouts, by more cardio maybe, and maybe some circuit training. So that works for whether you're vegetarian or not. Now, being a vegetarian, I can understand that your food options are limited choices, but during that time, I would only suggest you to eat more voluminous foods with like vegetables. Include more vegetables into your diet, which will keep you full and is less dense, and more fibrous sort of options. So that's my answer to you. Question we have from Rohit Mehra 3223. He asked, hi Sharon, my question is, can I take BCAAs during fat loss, and please also tell me if yes, how can I take it, pre-workout, post-workout, or during workout? So in my case, when I'm not dieting, I almost hardly ever take BCAAs, but when I'm dieting, yes, I do take it, and I love it because it really helps me in preserving my muscle. And to answer your first question, can you take it during fat loss? Of course, absolutely you can. And how can you take it? Whether you're going to take it pre-workout or post-workout or during workout. Well, in my case, I start sipping on it prior to my workout, and it continues during my workout, and it really benefits me because I feel like I'm staying full, as well as it's giving me the energy during my workouts and help preserving my muscles. So if you want, you can take it during your workout like me, but I do know of people who take it pre-workout as well, because that benefits as well, because it's in your bloodstream and it really helps in preserving your muscles. So either way is good enough. Then Vishnu1061 asked me, Sharon, how often do you work out, and what counts as overtraining, and what time would you suggest night shift workers to go to the gym at? Well, Vishnu, thanks for asking. I train about 5 days a week, and the rest of the days of the week I am on active rest. But I would do something like walking, or like a little bit of stairs, or swimming. Either one, not all of them. And what I consider as overtraining. Now, overtraining is very specific to each individual. Okay, it could be different for each person. What might be overtraining for some might not be overtraining for the other. So there could be a person training 7 days a week, but maybe just for 45 minutes each day, and there could be a person training for only 3 days a week, but they could be training for 2 hours each day. So it really depends on each person and their schedule, their intensity of their training, their diet, their work schedule, and everything. So I would just say, if you're at a stage where you feel sluggish, or you feel very unwell, and you feel like you need a little day off or 2 days off, if you're a woman, you have your periods, you don't feel like you can make it through your gym workout, you want to take a day off, it's perfectly fine to do that. Just at the end of the day, as long as you're listening to your body and sticking to what your body is asking, or what your body requires, it's perfectly fine. Now, when I've been injured, I've still trained, but I've never worsened my situation, but I really wouldn't recommend that to anybody. So that probably is overtraining. So, and then with regards to your question on what time should night shift workers, well, I don't work night shift, but I train after my work day in the evening. But in your case, it's totally up to you. Whatever you feel that whenever you feel that you would be the perfect time for you to get your workout, and there's no perfect time, or there's no hard rule for that. You can get it in before your night shift, you can get it in the morning, after your night shift, if you are strong enough, or if you're like, if you can make it. So it's totally up to you. Then we have Transformer NBC Fitness asking me, what are my fitness goals for the year 2017? Well, really good question. My goals for this year is like any of the previous years actually, is to just get stronger, to get more aesthetic, and to physically change myself in the gym. And I'm gonna right now I'm just sticking to a lean bulk. I have bulked before, but I would say I put on a little too much more fat at that stage, so I'm going to focus this time on keeping it lean and everything in balance. So that is my goal. I won't be thinking about dieting anytime soon, maybe towards the end of the year. I'm not sure, it's a long year ahead, but right now I just want to focus on my lifts and focus on my body transformation, and packing on a little bit of more muscle, and also focus on the other areas of fitness, like the flexibility, my posture, and everything. And I was also thinking about taking some martial arts or some self-defense classes, just to learn something new. So it's a long year ahead. Let's see how it goes. I'll let you know. And the last question on Instagram is from Prob S. Loki. I hope I got that right. He says, or she says, cardio, do you love it or hate it? No neutral answer. Believe me, I don't have a neutral answer. I really, really hate it. I hate it so much. If I don't have to do it, you'll hardly ever find me doing it. Okay, it's just on my off days where I'm actually doing some walking, or like in the summer I was swimming. So I really don't like it so much, but it's kind of a tricky situation where you hate it so much, but it's only doing good for your body. So as for vegetables and water, I even hate both of them, but I just know I have to do it because it's good for my body. So that's my answer. So that is it for the Instagram questions that I had dropped in my Instagram, and hope you guys enjoyed the answers. I will continue part 2 with the Facebook questions. I'm gonna head to the gym now, and when I come back, I'm gonna record that video. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay strong.